Yo, what's happening, people? You got another episode of the catch up. Myself, SB here, with my co-host Catch. What's going on?
Come on,
Yeah,
come
we got
on.
a special
Big
guest in
up.
the building, man.
The
No,
man
none other
himself.
than Mr. Igal Talks Football. Big man in the building. What you saying, brother? How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm just trying to get some of these posts out there. So yeah, man, I'm blessed. Hope everyone's good. I'm actually dreading the fact that the season's starting. I like the summer a little bit. Get to just unwind. You don't have the stress of the ups and downs. Uh, I feel like people panicking about the transfer window. I can manage it because I see it every summer. Where if anything goes wrong in any of those games, boy, 7 days
Man,
before you get to
got the
right the
right.
wrongs. It's gonna be the dreaded days. But you know what? There's also ups. There's also ups. Like I remember before we went into the PSV game, round of 16, some people were acting like idiots, saying, "Yeah, PSV could do something against you." We slapped them 7-1. They're like, "Yeah, they're shit." You know how the agendas go.
Nice
Come on.
agendas, man. But yeah, man, I know this one was gonna be a classic, so I had to put on a little classic. You know what I'm saying? Got the little. You know what I'm saying, the girl? Because I
Yeah.
know this one's gonna be classic. So,
What is that?
but yeah, man.
2006?
Yeah, this is 06, man. Proper stuff, man. But yeah, just let's talk a little bit, man, because here we like to get to know our guests a little bit more. Like, so obviously we like I don't know if people know, but you originate from Canada, right? Am I saying that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Toronto.
we just want to know, like, obviously we're born Londoners, isn't it? So we're over here. So obviously Ian Wright got me into Arsenal. So how did you manage to like fall in love with this beautiful club all the way from Toronto?
98 World Cup, France won, right?
Mhm.
And France had Zinedine Zidane and all these other guys that were balling out. But when I was watching football, I couldn't find Real Madrid on TV. I couldn't find all these other people on TV. You find the Premier League, you see one team where you recognize the player, and you're like, you know what? I recognize this guy. It's Patrick
Mm.
Vieira. I'm like, so I was connected through watching the French national team, which was the beginning of my whole football journey. I started watching football with the French national team. I don't remember the World Cup before '98. I was too young for that, but
Mhm.
that was like my first introduction to football. And from through the international team, which was France, which I always watched after that when I was a kid. I was just always, since then I've been watching France. But now it's like that's how I got connected to Arsenal from the '98 World Cup. France, obviously, you Arsenal just won the league in the Premier League. You've seen a lot of highlights of that. And if you guys don't know, back in Canada, back before 2000s, it was tough to watch games. Like they weren't showing FA Cups, League Cups. Forget about that. You're seeing, if you're seeing league games, you're seeing like the big games, and that's it. You're not seeing too many stuff. The main way you're gonna watch games is if you see highlights. They had all day like Sky Sports News running highlights, showing footage of every game, and that's kind of like how I'd get caught up. I'll get caught up by watching highlights and eventually started watching games. And the only team I recognized was Arsenal, wore red and favorite color, plus recognize that player. So Patrick Vieira really got me into Arsenal. And then from there, it was like Henri and them came around. And I'll be honest, I wasn't really paying too much attention the first 2 years because there was barely any games on. And I was like, what? I was like 10, 12. Sorry, no, I was like 6, I was like 7. But once I got to like 12, 15, 16, that's where I was watching it consistently. And unfortunately, by then we weren't good anymore. We weren't at our best anymore. So I'll be honest. Our majority of the stuff that I remember from Highbury is probably like hit or miss compared to a lot of people who watched it consistently. But I do remember everything from 2003 onwards. That is where my bulk of my football journey started. But yeah, that's how I got into football. And imagine I'm a guy who watches basketball, baseball, hockey, everything, and that's just how I've been my whole life. I've always just been what's on Sports Center on the highlights is how I'm keeping up to date with everything.
What? So have you got a team like for every sport? Is that what you're saying? Like hockey, NFL,
Toronto Maple Leafs, Toronto Raptors, Toronto Blue Jays.
what? And you keep up with all of them?
Big up to
Honestly, you don't really need to keep up with North American sports. The way they work, it's very systematic in the regular season, and then once it comes to the playoffs, that's when you really need to lock in. But football, football, like you need to each game matters more than the NBA. I would say NBA, you have so many games, you could mess up 4 of them and still go on to do well, because at the end of the day, all that matters is the playoffs. But yeah, it's a completely different feeling. I always thought the way they do it in the Premier League, where it's 38 games, is the ultimate litmus test, where NBA, NFL, MLB, the North American system, you could be good all season. One game you lose, one series, one little bit of the season you're not good, you could lose it all. It's like Champions League.
So it's like knockout rounds from the get-go, basically.
Yeah.
It don't matter where you place. Like when Liverpool, I think, finished top, and then who did they play? They played someone mad. Like it was PSG, right? It was PSG. Yeah. They finished top and then ended up getting PSG. It's like, what's the point? Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Just quickly, I just want to big up everyone in here right now. Obviously, if you're in the stream, make sure we like, make sure we subscribe, make sure we comment, big up the chat. Don't think we're neglecting you. We see you, but obviously we got manners. So when the big man's talking, we got a
lot of people in here. Let's get it.
Yeah, so big up the chat, man. Big up everyone in here. But I think you had a question for Igal next.
What question? What question I have for him?
That's what he said. Forget all that anyway. So Igal,
what question?
Listen, this is where I want us to start. Yeah, there's only one place. Obviously, people have obviously spoken to, like, I've seen it. I know everyone else has seen it, just about obviously you and your comments about, the legend, Mr. Arsene Wenger. I think it's only right that we start. It's only right that we start here. So can you just talk us through it? Like, obviously, I don't want to put words
First
into your
mouth. These guys started off by saying Arsene Wenger, give him Arteta's money, he wins the league. I'm like, I don't know. That's what I said. Then they said Arsene Wenger in his worst iteration is better than Arteta right now, or Arteta at his best. And I said, no chance. Arsene Wenger at his worst was past it. We can no longer say Arsene Wenger at his worst is better than Arteta at his best. That's just wrong. If you were to say Arsene Wenger when he came in is better than Arteta now, fair, 100%. If you even said Arsene Wenger in the middle period is better, fair. But they're saying Arsene Wenger's last 5 seasons is better than Arteta's current 5. I'm like, I'm not gauging it based on 5 and 5, because if you guys are just gauging it based on FA Cups, I'm looking at the points totals. I'm looking at how we're performing in the league, how we're performing in the Champions League, how we look defensively, how we look attacking wise, the players we're signing, the recruitment that we have, and how we're performing on a season to season basis. I think we've been better under Arteta than we were under Arsene Wenger in the back end. And they started changing the goalposts, trying to make it a thing where I'm like disrespecting the guy. I am no way trying to disrespect him. I'm just simply saying you can't tell me the worst of Arsene Wenger is better than Arteta's best. That's wrong.
See, when you explain it like that, because I saw a clip and I thought you was going mad. And now that you're putting context to it, saying that you were saying the last 4 years of his, like, was it 5 years? Yeah, it's 10 years.
They said his worst. They said the last year of Arsene Wenger.
See, I thought you was going mad, because I thought you was comparing Arsene Wenger's whole career to Arteta's.
I even said it in the clip. From when he came into Japan till like 2012, Arteta could never touch that guy. Never. But from when we lost the league to Leicester till the time he left, it was like he was not the same guy. Let's be honest. Arteta got us in a bunch of title races versus teams far superior to that Leicester team. We've had much.
Do you not think, though? Sorry to cut you off. Do you not think that the resources that Arteta's had, in comparison to the resources that Wenger had, like, they're in a completely different stratosphere? Like, I think that it'd be unfair to, like, even say that, because what Arsene Wenger's biggest.
I wasn't the one that made the comparison, though. I was asked a simple question I disagreed with. I thought Arsene Wenger was past his best at the end, and to say that,
yeah, it's not wrong to say that. I think he was.
To say that he is if you were to pluck Arsene Wenger 2017 Arsene Wenger, 2016 Arsene Wenger, and put him into this team now, would he help them win the league? Maybe, because this team is set up well defensively. But would he have gotten this team to this level defensively?
Yeah, true.
No, I hear what you're saying still. I hear what you're saying. Just because obviously I saw the clip, so the clip looked a bit crazy. I don't know if that is meant to be clipped that way or whatever.
The title and everything.
Yeah,
If you didn't see, mad. I was literally all in the comments in all these videos.
It looks like your concentration was very low, but obviously how you're describing it now, and you're giving context, like it's not mad what you're saying, isn't it? It's not crazy. But I do think though, if you do give Arsene Wenger the amount of money that Arteta's had, he would have won the league already, 100%.
We don't know that. One thing we do know is Arsene Wenger was given a lot of money, and he trusted other people to get the decisions right. He wasn't doing it, and they messed it up with the Xhaka, the window where Xhaka, Mustafi, and like Lucas Perez and all those guys came in. That really messed us up.
I heard that, but I'd still
we should have got Conte. We should have got what do you call it? We should have gone and got Conte. We should have got Riyad Mahrez. We should have got Vardy and called it a day. Why are we going and doing a mad thing trying to get all these shit players?
But you have to think about that. Look at what Wenger's produced here with the amount of money that he's actually spent. If it's comparable to the amount of money that Arteta spent, like, and the players, some of the players that Wenger's even signed, for this football club in comparison, like, you think about it, all the great
players. Wenger also had an 8-year period where he was not. His objective was not to win. His objective was just to get top 4.
I hear that, but then obviously I hear it was just to get to top 4. But I'm just saying, even in them periods, he was still managing to attract and sign crazy players, like, and not being able to even spend a lot of that money. Do you get what I mean? So if you was to give here and give Arteta, let's have it right. Arteta's almost had free reign. We haven't really had like mad transfer restraints and like he ain't been able to spend money. We've spent money in it. We've backed him well. So I feel like if Wenger, like, you think Wenger signed Ozil, he signed Sanchez, he signed Van Persie, he signed, like, there's so many players that you can name. Yes, there's been a lot of duds as well, 100%. Because
he also messed up. He could have got.
But I'm saying, like I was gonna say, every manager also has misses because let's have it right. Arteta signed some.
No, but it wasn't his fault. It was always the board. The board has always been a problem for a long time.
That every manager signs duds in it. That every manager always signs players that work, some players that work, some players that don't work. I'll get that in it. But if you give Arsene Wenger £1 billion, just know there's no way that he's not winning the league. Impossible.
Market inflation, it would probably be you probably won't get $1 billion. You probably get $500 million in comparison.
Yeah,
but
even $500 million.
Because I was never having that argument. That was not the argument I was ever having. When they said, does he win the league with the money that Arteta has had? I said, I don't know, because I simply don't know. What I was simply speaking about was Arsene Wenger, Arteta, take Arsene Wenger from the team that he had in 2017 and put him in today's market with, forget about the money, just give him this team. He probably does win it. But the question is he a better manager at this moment in time compared to what he was then? You can't say Arsene Wenger at his worst was better than Arteta. That's just wrong. And I think I just think people dislike Arteta so much that they're like, they hear a comparison with Arteta and Wenger and they go and they just play dumb. But hey, people are gonna say, now that I've broken it down, people are gonna say, oh, he's lying, he's changing the statement. Go watch the video. I actually did not say a word when they were saying Arsene Wenger is better than Arteta. Obviously, Arsene Wenger is better than Arteta. I just said, when you said the worst iteration, come on, you're pushing it.
I heard that still. I heard that. So what's your thoughts on our preseason so far? Like, what do you think like we're looking like? Because, you know, I feel like we started off. It's been a bit of a mixed bag in preseason. Like, we've had a bit of mixed results, mixed performances. Obviously, I know the last game that we performed quite well. We went 2 games before that where we didn't get a win. The performances weren't really good. There's been some standout performances in preseason. Some players haven't looked like themselves. Like, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. So can you like summarize and like what are your thoughts on kind of like what pre-seasons look like for you?
I'm just gonna keep it simple. People say it's just preseason after we win the final game of the season, but we're all panicked after the first three. Preseason was utilized by Arteta and the players to just get their fitness and to get players used to playing with each other in the positions that he's going to be using them in come this season. There was a reason why Ethan was playing more minutes in the midfield, and there's a reason why Norgard played more minutes than Zubamendi. He needed guys to get used to playing the way that we play, where some of these guys are already used to playing how we play. For example, Norgard was not used to it, whereas Zubamendi was clearly used to how we play already from day one. So that was the disconnect between the fans and what we've seen on the pitch. Fans want to see the starting 11. Fans want to see the best of the best. Fans want to see patterns of play, Gyökeres playing every minute, Saka playing with him, Zubamendi, Odegaard, Declan Rice, as close as possible to the best 11 so you can see what we're going to see versus Man United. But there's no reason to do that. We don't need to practice with our best 11. We kind of know what our best can do already. We just need to implement and add the new pieces to the puzzle and make them feel as close to home as possible. And with Gyökeres coming late, Madueke barely having a preseason because he went to the Club World Cup. He really focused on Norgard and really focused on getting him up to speed in the way that we play. And I think that at times made people feel concerned because Norgard's not Zubamendi. He can't pick out passes the way that he does. He's not going to be able to have us playing the way that he does. So it was important for Arteta to focus on that. And I think he spent more of the transfer window and the preseason on squad players than he did on the starting 11. And it's clear by our amount of signings we made to the bench and the amount of backups that we worked on in the preseason. I think the two people he worked on the most are Norgard, Mikel Moreno, and the third one was Ethan. Those three he spent a lot of work on preseason wise. And that's, I think, what made people freak out. After the last game, everyone's calm now.
Yeah, facts. Hey, what's your thoughts on Gyökeres, though? Like, finally seeing him getting the full, what did he get, like 60, 70 minutes? Like, what's your thoughts? Because I've been dying to see a striker like that at the club. I can't lie. And I know people are going to say it's preseason. I get it. But you could see when someone's got something about him. He's definitely
they don't care that it's preseason. If he didn't score, they wouldn't say it's just preseason. They would say it's already looking ugly. I'll tell you this: you can tell by how a rival club of a player feels when he's leaving. Sporting fans were sad to see him go. Benfica and Porto fans were clapping. They were happy. They were like cheering him out the league. This guy is going to come into the Premier League, and I think immediately he's going to be a top 5 striker in the league. I think he's going to be our talisman, and I think he's going to make life so much easier for everybody on the pitch. I already seen in that last game, I don't know if you guys follow me on TikTok or on Twitter, but Souls said something the other day, and if you actually look at the clips from the game, he has 3 guys on him in the corner flag. What the hell is going on? Do you ever think 3 guys are following Kai Havertz to the corner flag?
Yeah.
Do you think do you guys think 2 guys are coming to see Kai Havertz head the ball? Saka was by himself.
I was just about to say, because now that you've got the other danger, man, it's like, because the whole thing before it was like, if you marked Odegaard and if you kind of outmarked flipping Saka, you kind of beat us. You kind of, it's more of a harder game for us. But now, you're saying, you're seeing 3 men on him. So now that opens a space for other people to shine. Do you get what I'm saying? Because now everyone's focused on this guy. So yeah, what was you gonna say?
Also, have you guys seen the horseshoe image?
Yeah.
You seen the horseshoe image, right? The Arsenal basically have a horseshoe. It goes to Saka, goes to Odegaard, it goes to midfielders, it goes to Mazlou Skelly, and it goes to Martinelli, and it keeps going around and around and around. It never goes in. Now we actually have 2 people who can play through the middle. You got Zubamendi who can just ping it straight through the middle. You got, and now you also have Gyökeres who wants the ball centrally. He's actually waiting in the box for a cutback. How many times do we have nobody in the box? It was refreshing to see somebody actually in the box, just waiting for the ball. And as much as he's not Jesus, guys, he's not going to be dancing around the pitch, but he's not no dead baller either. He does have a little bit to him, and people need to respect the guy. He's not Lukaku. Like, people acting like he's Lukaku after one game. I have not seen one bad touch from him. I'm not even lying.
I think
How many goals? Man. How many goals you reckon he's going to score, Gal? What do you reckon? What's your
this is where I want to temper expectations. Realistically, 25 max, I think.
What, like all comps or in the league?
All comps. 25 in the league is a mad thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying all comps 25 because I expect Havertz to still get a bunch of games.
So what about in the league only? How many you reckon
in the league? Okay, how about this? In the Champions League, if he starts every game, I expect at least 5 to 6 goals. Right?
Mm-hmm. Is that it? I feel like the Champions League way more suited for he loves to that direct ball, and I feel like when you're playing Champions League teams, they don't really set up to stop you. They just kind of, all right, we're gonna play our game against yours. And I feel like most teams kind of.
You think he's gonna get double digits in the Champions League? The top scorer in the Champions League is on 8 goals usually every year.
No, but what? I don't know. I reckon he gets 8, 9.
If you look at last year's top goal scorer, how much did Harry Kane get in the Champions League?
I think top goal scorers normally get about 10 to 12, maybe max.
And it depends how far you go as well.
Okay, 1 second. Let me check this.
You check.
Rafinha had the best season ever. He had 21 XG. He had 13 goals. Harry Kane had 11. If my man gets 8 goals in the Champions League, that's solid.
Very good.
If he gets in the league, if he gets anywhere near 20, that's solid. Overall, all comps, if you can get me 25 to 30, I think that's a solid first season. If you get over 30, all comps in your first season, I gotta put my hands up. Be like,
that's a mad thing.
You are a real G. If you can do that.
But
you know the thing about Gyökeres? GA, he's gonna have over 40 GA. Because he gets assists. He actually gets assists. Like, people don't speak about it. He is somebody who can actually go and find his teammates quite easily. And he's done that a lot at Sporting. People don't talk about it. They only talk about his goals. They don't talk about the fact that he had in that time in the games that he played, he had another 30 plus GA and just assists.
Yeah, and people seem to forget. You see, when you scored so many goals, everyone kind of forgets everything else that you've done because everyone's so fixated on he scored that many goals. I've seen, even when he was at Sporting, the guy could dribble, the guy could link up. It's not just goals. You get what I'm saying? And even in the Atletico Bilbao game, I think it was down the left. The defender was on him and he was near the touchline, and the defender thought he was going to cut it in, but he swiftly turned back and set up to, I think it was Calafiori, and Calafiori hit over. So for me, go on.
He's in the 99th percentile for chance created as a striker.
Wait, what? 99%?
Yeah. Out of 100% of strikers, he's in the 99th percentile for strikers that get created chances and get assists. He got 26 assists in 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
30 in a season from assist is mad. From a striker, and yeah, like you said, 26 assists in 2 seasons. You have to be able to somehow play football. You can't just be getting that many assists if you didn't know how to link up in these things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, people want to tell me Jackson's better than him.
Bro, people are gonna troll. It's the in thing to troll Arsenal. You know how it goes. Every time, no matter what, he played 15 minutes, and then I was seeing over X, Timberland boots, all this. I'm like, what? Is this what really happened?
A smart lady once said, when it comes to Arsenal, people forget to use their brain.
Facts.
True. I big up that lady, man, because that's facts. I can't even lie to you.
She blocked me though. She used to be.
So what, Igal? So apart from Gyökeres, obviously we've signed quite a few players this summer.
Zubimendi's a game changer.
I was gonna say, is he the one? Is he your 2 steps ahead? Is he the one that you think is gonna make?
I'm gonna piss off.
Let me ask you this question, Igal. Let me ask you a different question. Who do you think will have more of an impact on our team, Zubi or Gyökeres?
Gyökeres is going to score the goals, but Zubimendi is such an upgrade on Partey.
So do you think Zubimendi will have a better, like, obviously, yes, he's going to score the goals.
Gyökeres is going to have the bigger impact.
I'm just talking about on the team, the way we play. Like, do you feel like Zubimendi is going to have that bigger impact?
No, I think Gyökeres is going to have the bigger impact, but Zubimendi, you're going to see how big of a difference he is than Partey, because Partey was very suspect at some things, but everyone kind of brushed it under the carpet. I felt like Partey was like a protected entity within the club. You couldn't talk bad about him, especially you'd have the Ghanaians coming after you. You've had a lot of Africans coming after you. My TikTok has been almost banned by them once or twice because I said he was overrated. I thought within our fan base, we said Thomas Partey was one of the best DMs in the world. Compared him to Rodri, Casemiro. He's better than Casemiro, but he's not on Rodri level. And there's two reasons. One, his passing is good at times, but his defensive capabilities is not there anymore. He was not as good defensively as people made him out. He was always fake running back at times when he wasn't able to get back into position. He was fake running back to get into position. And the most key thing is he would, because he was doing certain things, Odegaard had to play deeper. Declan Rice played forward. With Zubimendi, I don't think either Declan Rice or Odegaard will have to play as deep because he has that Xavi, Xhaka, Jorginho type passing range.
I hear you. Quickly though, big up from Prom Ice. He said, "Do we dare play 4-4-2 with Havertz and Gyökeres at top?"
We did that last year. We played Havertz and Trossard.
That is 100% that's going to happen.
Yeah. There's also going to be times where we play with a diamond.
Mm-hmm. What, with like a 10, do you reckon?
4-man midfield.
Oh, what? Like the Christmas tree formation, the CDM, the 6, the 6, and then
I'm saying the 10 behind the striker, two CMs.
Like, yeah, and then the CDM, the 6.
Yeah.
The Christmas tree formation. Do you reckon? But you know what? You saying that anyway, even on the friendly with Bilbao, I remember like you never really saw like last season Odegaard in like that 10 role. I feel like when playing Atletico Bilbao, you saw him more like wander into that 10 role because even at points I saw Rice kind of drop into the 6 and then Zubimendi was in the 8 role. Like he was up there and then Odegaard was literally in the 10. So I feel like you're going to see more of that and more interchange, like drawing games. I don't think it's just going to be straightforward. All right, this is how we set up.
This is going to be a combination of 2023 and 2024 combined. That's what it's going to be. The 2 seasons where we looked really good attacking wise and the season where we looked really solid defensively, mix them together. This could be the year because I feel like, just as you said, we have the perfect balance in the midfield. I know people rate Chelsea's midfield more than us, or they may rate Man City or Liverpool's better than ours. But as a 3, I think we have the best combination of a 3. Liverpool's 3, they don't really have the perfect balance of defensive and attack. Chelsea's, they have a lot of good defenders. Attacking wise, Caicedo and Lavia are not as good as some of the guys we have in our team. Then you go to Manchester City, they're not as good defensively. It's just Rodri, Reinders is suspect, and whoever they have as their 10 is not that good as a defensive player. I think Odegaard, Rice, and Zubimendi are the perfect balance of attack and defense, and is possibly one of the best midfields in the league. And pair that with one of the best defenses in the league, there's no excuses. We have to win it this year.
And then if we get like the likes of Eze, what are you saying, the best attack in the league?
No. We're never going to be. We're never going to be the best attack in the league. I think
if we add Eze?
No. I think front 3 wise, Man City, Liverpool will trump us attack wise based on their names. The value of a Mo Salah, the value of a Haaland will always make their attack look more glamorous. Until Gyökeres comes in and actually bags 30 plus goals in Arsenal shirt and people see it, they won't be able to put him in a front 3 and compare it to those guys. We don't have anybody that can compare it to those guys until Gyökeres does it. Until he does it, we can't say we're actually up there yet. So I'm back the team to do it, but people have to see it before they can believe it, and I can't go and write receipts that these guys haven't cashed yet.
So when you say like attack wise, Igal, yeah. So you're not talking about Saka, you're not talking about Gyökeres. I'm gonna assume that it's the left sided. That's obviously the problem.
No, I'm talking about front three versus front three.
Okay, so I'm saying
signed Eze yet.
Yeah,
Even
so
if
right now,
Eze,
I'm saying right now, as it stands, we don't have Eze, yeah?
Yeah.
Potentially, we might not get Eze.
Yeah.
If you were to replace, you had the choice to get anyone, what are you saying? Who is the ideal left winger for Arsenal Football Club for you to go? If you could go and get that player tonight and he starts at Man U on the weekend, who is that person?
I was going to say Rodrigo, but his wages are too high. His wage demands are too high and the transfer fee will be too much. So if we can't get Rodrigo, just bring me in Eze. But some people are going to say Rafael Leao. I think Rafael Leao is so overrated, man. I'd rather have Marcus Rashford.
Same. Did you see him against Chelsea? Again.
I'd rather have him. He's a guy who one game he'll look class, next game he'll look
inconsistent. He's got mad ability. Like when he's hot, he's cold, but like he's just like not.
We don't need another one of those players.
We need.
Yeah, we've already got two of them. Yeah, we've already got two of them.
Someone like he's got cold ability in it, but he's just too inconsistent for me. Like, but I'd still take him over Martinelli.
I think the best choice for us is Eze because he solves two issues. He can play backup 10 and he can play left wing. And the way that he plays for Palace is how our left wingers play.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said.
Inside 10 position is where our left wingers basically play. Mm-hmm. Now, I know Palace fans say he's not good at the left wing, but we don't play a front three where our left winger is in the corner trying to run at you. No, he's more central, or he's receiving the ball in a more central area, and he can play 1-2s with everybody. I can see Eze making runs like Odegaard through the middle at times, or playing out wide on the left like Trossard was, making 100%. People dance. That's 100%. What he hopefully does. But yeah, we need to make sales, and people stop complaining about sales. If you want Arsenal to sell players for good money, don't complain when they start saying no to 15, 20 million for players, and they say we want more. Because the same people complaining that we don't sell well are the same people complaining that we're not taking the cheap options to sell these guys for cheap. Like Kivior is not going for 20 mil. Like, are you dumb? 28 mil. Are you silly? This guy's easily worth 40. But if somebody offers us 35, maybe we'll sell him. Trossard, easily worth at least 20 plus, even though he's still old, still worth more than 20 million. I've seen worse players going for 30. What else is there? Fabio Vieira. Don't forget, this was a young player of the tournament in under 21s with some of the best players in the world. He had Vitinha in his team. He outshined him. He still has talent. He just needs to show it at the right level. And I think if he goes to the right place, he can definitely show it. But some of these teams, they have to come correct. That's it. Don't come disrespectful and think, oh, we're the same old Arsenal. You can offer us pennies. And Jose Mourinho, he came in for Zinchenko. He wants to play him as a number 6. By all means, take him. Just give us 25 mil.
I heard something about 10 million, though. I'm not even hearing 25. I heard something like 10 million, and it's nearly close.
Crazy.
So with Zinchenko, with even Trossard, for me, I would just cut my losses with him. I just don't feel like he fits the team. Even though when he comes off the bench, he's very good. But he's a player that moans because he wants to start. He wants to be that starting left winger. But even when Martinelli was injured and these things, he never was ever cemented down that spot. Like, you never thought, oh, all right, Trossard, you deserve to actually be in that left wing spot. It was always a toss-up. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, I would definitely get rid of Trossard, and I would... Vieira? Go on.
No, what is it about Vieira?
You know, bro, you know what it is? I feel like once you've had a season and then it's not worked, and then the manager's gone out on, sent you out on loan, I just feel like he has no faith in you, because everything he's seen in that one season, I feel like he's given up. Because once you go out on loan, it's all just to kind of keep the price tag up, because you know you're not going to play this player. So I'm going to send him out on loan to kind of keep him ticking over. So if we do sell him, we could get a nice bit of money for him. So for me, yeah, I just don't. I feel like the Premier League's just too rough for him. He's a bit slim, like he's a bit light. I just don't think it suits him, man. Would you keep him?
I'm not keeping Fabio Vieira if that's what you're asking.
yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there anyone, Igal, that you feel like who's been like touted with like and rumored to have, you know, links away from the club? Like, is there any one of them that
Keeper's not going nowhere in my eyes?
Is there apart from him? Is there anyone else that you think you know what? I wouldn't even sell him. You know, I'd prefer to keep him.
Martinelli.
Okay, cool. Let's elaborate because I had a conversation about this earlier on.
Martinelli's worth easily 50 million plus, easy. He's 24 years old. He's still a baller on a team that plays fast. He will do numbers. It's just we play quite slow. Now, this season we're going to change that. In the case that we want to sell him next year, we could sell him for Luis Diaz type money. I think he's way better than Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, and these guys are going for 50 million plus. If Arsenal are serious, they can keep him for this season. He can ball out. We could sell him in a year's time, or we can give him a new contract in a year's time. I still believe there's a place in this team for Martinelli. There's a place in this team for a lot of these guys. Reece Nelson should be sold. Jesus should be sold. Trossard should be sold. And we should go and bring in Eze. And if we have room for one more player, go get a young player like Fofana, bring him into the squad.
I saw that as well. Apparently, we're linked with him now as well, isn't it? Apparently, there was a little rumor I saw today. What do you think of him? Because I'll be real, I don't know him. Like, I honestly can't sit here and be like, oh, yeah, he's this, he's that, because I would be lying. The only thing I would know is like YouTube clips. But if do you two know him?
Yeah.
Or you've seen enough of him?
I've seen him play. He's good, isn't it? But I don't know, man. I think Martinelli gets a lot of disrespect, man. I don't think like
he does.
Getting rid of Martinelli and going getting Fofana is the answer. Do you get it? I don't.
No. I'm not saying get rid of Martinelli, bro. I'm saying get rid of Jesus, get rid of Trossard, and get rid of Reece Nelson, and bring me Eze and Fofana.
Oh, both.
I don't know I don't know, man. I don't know about Fofana still.
Okay, whatever. Just bring me Eze. Regardless, there's a lot of guys you got to get rid of.
Yeah.
And the number one thing we need to do better is when we bring somebody into the building, you look at their wages and you say, yeah, we're not going to triple it. We're not going to 4 times it. We'll just give you a reasonable raise. So when Tomiyasu came over, we gave him 4 times his wages.
And that's what I'm going to say. I was saying it on Big Up DG every time on DG stream. I was saying that I don't think it's a problem selling the players. Like, I think it's more of like people like Reece Nelson, like you said, on 100K. Then other teams are looking at him going, raw, if I bid what he's actually worth, then I got to take into consideration what I'm going to give on his contract. So I've got to put all that and piece it into one and go, all right, if he's worth 20, I'm going to give 10 because his contract is going to cost about 5 to... Do you get what I'm saying? It's just the wages are way too high. Like, how is Reece Nelson on 100K? Like, it makes no sense. And this is all stuff like Edu and that. This is what the Messi left us in. Like, and big up Berta for that, man, because I feel like even with like the Reece Nelson thing, Fulham are trying to say, all right, let's give another loan with an option.
No.
But apparently Bert is sitting there going, no, we want to sell the player. We don't want to do this loan thing again, because it's becoming a pattern with Reece Nelson. Everyone knows he's at a certain quality. If you're not in the top 6, you've got a kind of a decent player if he stays fully fit. Do you get what I'm saying? So then other teams, everyone's looking at going, all right, he's been on loan like the last 3 seasons. I'm going to go loan him as well and he's a decent player for us. So they don't have to buy him. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like you just got to sell him. Get him gone.
Bro, this is not going to be fixed overnight. People need to be patient. And once we have a cycle of players that are actually sellable assets, we will sell them. It's just right now, nobody wants to sell Martinelli on a cheap. He would be a record sale, but we don't want to sell him for cheap. Nobody wants to sell Saliba. By the way, I heard Saliba signing a new contract. I don't know about you guys. I heard it's almost done. I heard Eze is going to happen months ago, and they're just waiting for Palace to find a replacement.
I said that earlier, innit?
What else did I hear? You know, a lot of people in the outside, they say the players are don't rate Arteta or the pressure from the outside. Inside the club, they really don't give a shit. Their mindset is, yo, we have the best squad going into this season, and we don't care what anybody says. They genuinely believe they're better than Liverpool, City, every team, and they believe that they're better than PSG, and they should have won the Champions League last year. So there's irrational confidence, but then there's belief in yourself. You can do something, and that's what we need. People for the longest time have said we need a winning mentality. These guys are starting to show a winning mentality. It's just unfortunate that they haven't actually gotten over the line yet. And a lot of people get mad at me when I say certain things, but Arteta is actually like a very good manager. He motivates his players very well. He thinks outside the box and ways to try to gain advantages versus the opponent. He's done things to help improve the atmosphere at the club. He's done things to gain the connection with the fans in the club. We've signed a lot of defensive players, but the reason we focus on the defense is because our attack has just never been good enough for us to win based off our attack alone. And defense wins you leagues. As much as people say, oh, you win league titles because of how good you are over 38 game season. Yeah, but you also have to be solid
Wins
defensively.
you leagues, man. 100%.
Yeah, so once it clicks offensively with a new striker, I think everything's going to come together. A lot of people have been saying, you need a striker, you need a striker. Now that we signed the striker, well, the manager's still the problem. The manager's not the problem. A lot of people want Arsenal to sack Arteta and start again because they're worried that when it clicks, it will be a problem for a long time.
And I've said to all these bottom gooners, yeah, I've been saying it. They jumped on it. You see Lee Gunner, big him up, yeah? Because he's actually ahead of the game. He saw what could, make him his revenue, whatever. These bottom gooners that have just kind of jumped on the bandwagon, I've told it's too late. It's gonna start clicking into gear. You can see it. You jumped on the bandwagon way too late. You should have been doing this maybe 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, but I don't even understand why there's any bandwagon though, bro.
It's not. When I say a bandwagon, I'm saying raw. They might actually feel like that, but for me, when I see people's reactions, I'm just like, it just gives me like moody old man vibes. Like you're just moaning at everything. Do you get what I'm saying?
Bro, I piss these guys off whenever I go on stream because I come out here and I'm very happy with the state of the club and everything going on because some people are just miserable, mate. There's a guy who told me he's been watching football for 40 years and this is the worst he's ever seen Arsenal in his lifetime.
That's a lie. That's a lie, bro.
And it's based off the feeling that he has. He's like, at least under Arsene Wenger, when we're finishing fourth, at least I felt like I had a connection to the team and I enjoyed it. Now I go into every game. I don't know if we're gonna score. If we win, if we lose, either way, I don't feel anything. I'm like,
we finished second 3 years in a row. Make it make sense.
He's like, but we didn't win anything. I'd rather come in 8th and win an FA Cup.
So what's your thoughts on this, Igal?
I think those people are lost. They're lost causes. You can't speak to them. They're like flat earthers.
But I hold on with the flat earth thing. I'm a flat earther, you know.
You're serious?
I swear down. I swear down. I'm a flat earther. I don't know. Like,
bro, what makes you think that? What the hell?
We're not gonna go into a science, but hold on. Listen. My whole thing is like, if you're spinning, you would fall off in it. Like, you know,
there's something called
gravity. I know gravity and all this.
So where's the end of the earth catch?
Oh, bro, let's not do this. We're not doing this. Yeah, we're talking about football.
So do you believe? So since it's flat, you believe there's more to it that's undiscovered?
Yeah, definitely.
So what you saying? You can drive? So what you think you can drive to the end of the earth, bro?
Hold on. Do you think it's just us and that's it? You've lost your mind.
Since you think it's flat, do you think it's flat and it's connected to something?
Not connected, but I feel like it's flat, and then it kind of not drops, but
where's the end of it?
There's no end. It's just I don't know how to explain it. Listen. I'm not as clever as you, man. Yeah, so I can't articulate myself how I want to. But listen, all I do know is I feel like it's a flat earth. That's it.
Okay, what about the core?
See, look, you're getting mad. I don't know all this stuff. What's the core? I'm thinking you're talking about the gym. I'm thinking about gym muscles and you get me. I swear to you.
You see, sometimes, no offense, bro, but this is how it feels like talking to Arteta out people.
No. But that's just my theory. I don't like. That's what I believe, innit? Everyone's got different beliefs, but I don't push it on people. Think, oh yeah, you got to think like me. No, everyone's got a different belief. You know what I'm saying? But man said, this is how I feel.
You're going against science.
Hey, now we're getting lost. We're getting lost. We're
definitely
getting lost.
He knew where this is going. That's why he's hiding.
Yeah, no, he knew straight away when I said he don't believe. But that's what I'm saying. Everyone, it's just like football. It's opinionated. That you cannot tell me that factually, the Earth's round, and I cannot tell you.
Let me ask you something. Do you deep dive in? Have you deep dived into this?
No. It's just on the basis that just that's my belief. I ain't gone and done research
I'm gonna
about
send you a WhatsApp after this to debunk all this. Don't worry.
Hey, listen. So, Kat, since you're a flat earther,
are you Arteta out also?
Hey, I was gonna say, since you believe in wild things, you must be believing that we're gonna win the league this season. What you say?
Hey, listen. Let me talk after the transfer window. I know what you're trying to do. Chill out, yeah. I get it. I'm all happy. I'm giddy. You're trying. I see it. But listen, I'll wait until the transfer window done. Yeah, after the transfer window done, then I'll start talking. But yeah, I need to see what happens.
Hey, Gal, what's your stance? Is your stance the same?
That is funny.
What? What's your stance on the league position? What do you think our predictions? Because obviously we got some hard fixtures coming up. As you can see,
we're winning the league, man. Forget about league positions. It's just we're coming in first, and that's it. Simple.
Wait, just say that again one more time, Miguel.
We're coming in first, and that's it. Simple. There's no second. There's no third. There's no debating what happens for top four. We're winning the league.
Talk heavy.
And the reason why we're winning the league is not because Liverpool, not because of Man City falling off. It's just because we are now ready to go and
heavy.
Attack-wise, we're ready. We're the best defense in the league. We're one of the best midfields in the league. We've now reinforced our attack. An attack that was already one of the best attacks in the last 2 seasons is now going to go out there with a top striker. We have a difference maker in games to help us win. We have clutch players all over the pitch, and we have the experience over the last couple of seasons of being there. Now we just need to bring it all together and get over the line. Manchester City have their flaws in their defense, in their midfield. Liverpool have their flaws. They have no backup defense. They have no backup DMs. If they ever have to play Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones again, you can forget about it. That's a dub. Chelsea, still very young, still very raw, still very inexperienced. Yes, they won 2 trophies last season, but I just don't think they're better than us yet. And they might be able to start off the season quite well, and they're going to probably be right up there at the top of the table to start the season. But I think we're going to win it.
The gal just put some all-purpose, some jerk seasoning, some chicken and you was cooking, my boy. And you was cooking. We say we're winning that trophy. You're bringing it home, yeah?
When I say something, I say it with conviction and I back my points with my facts. I think I've had a lot of time to think about it, a lot of time to talk about it. But yeah, you know what? That's not even the most wildest take. Arsenal winning the league is not my most wildest take in the top 5. My hot take of the season is that Manchester United is going to get a Champions League spot next season. And I don't think people realize why they're going to get it.
I'm going bed.
No, but hear me out.
I'm going bed.
The reason why they're getting it, they're playing 1 game a week, bro. One game a week.
So
they have no European football. They have no distractions. Other teams like Newcastle, Tottenham, Aston Villa, they all have European football. I personally think Arsenal win the league. Manchester United have a bounce back season, and the reason why they have the bounce back season, they went out and got 3 attackers in a team that needed attacking strength. Their defense was already somewhat solid. Their midfield is a mess, but guess what? They only play a 2-man pivot. They only play 2 midfielders.
But they don't have anyone to play the 2-man pivot, though. They don't have enough.
What he's done
isn't good enough to do that.
What he's done is he's basically said 3 defenders, 3 attackers, 2 fullbacks. We'll have 2 midfielders, and we'll just put in whoever we can to get us B. They might have a donut in the middle, but as long as they can play through the channels, they will be able to score goals. And at the end of the day, they don't need to be perfect. They just need to be able to get what is it like a couple more wins than the teams around them, the Aston Villas and these guys. Those guys are going to be in Europe. There's going to be a big advantage.
Villa was in Europe last year.
No, but I told you, this is why I said it's a hot take, because I think saying Manchester United is going to get top 4 is more hot than saying Arsenal is going to win the league.
Yeah, facts. We got. If you ain't seen, we got a video. Baleba, they think Baleba is going to make them into top 4 contenders. If you ain't seen that, go and check that out on our channel. But I just
also, if he's worth 112 million, we got Declan Rice at half price.
Gonna cheat. That's what I was saying. When I saw it reported today, 112, I said,
hey, but Baleba is great. Hey, Baleba is
he's very good, but you ain't like. I feel like Rice
is better than Caicedo.
Is he what?
Is he better than Caicedo?
Nah, but he's crazy, and he's 21 as well. He's Baleba's crazy.
Also, he's gonna be gone for AFCON.
yeah. But do you know how many players are gone for AFCON in the United team? It is
Mbeumo.
All right, so you stop when I stop.
No,
who is it? Mbeumo. Who's the right back as well?
What's his
name?
Mazawari.
Yeah, Mazawari. Who else is there?
The basketball player.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that's going. Ahmad. There's a couple of them that's going to be missing for that team.
Shit! What country you play for?
Ivory Coast, in it. Or my guy mad?
Okay.
Am I guy mad?
No, you're not.
I didn't know.
Mad. That's a perfect segue though into the Man U v Arsenal first game of the season, man. What's your feelings going into this game, bro? Because
Man United.
Go on.
Man United. I love watching them lose. Yeah. They're gonna lose. That's what's gonna happen. Arsenal's gonna win. We're gonna play our best 11 that we played versus Atletico Bilbao. First 30 minutes, they're gonna make it stinky. They're gonna make it ugly. They're barely gonna create any chances. They're gonna try to catch us on the counter, but we're gonna be set up very deep, defensive first. And once we get a goal, the floodgates will open, and I think we win the game 2-0. We don't concede. Opening day of the season, we come out of there with the most convincing win we ever had in Old Trafford history. They're just not ready.
On the score sheet.
Yeah, Gyökeres on the score sheet, and I would say the second goal scorer will probably be Saka. They're not ready yet. They're just not ready yet to go up against a top team. They're not ready yet to punish somebody. They will have to go and play super defensive, low block, and just hope and pray. Like Vibes Cartel or something. No, who is it? What's his name?
Mavado.
Cool. So, on that topic, yeah. So, I think it's a bit of a thing like where we're having right now. It's a bit of debate, like starting 11. So we've seen a lot of mixed bags. We've had like debates: who plays left back, who plays left midfield. I think like we would say like 85%, 90% of this team pretty much picks itself. Would you make any changes to this team? And would you play a different shape? Because we've had some people talking about that we should play with like 2 double pivots and Odegaard in the 10. We've like it doesn't variations. Like, what would you say would be our best 11? Like going into that game at Old Trafford, what would you pick?
Bro, for that game? It doesn't matter how we set up. Throughout the game, we change it anyways. So that's just.
So would this be your lineup? Yeah,
that would be the lineup. And if you want to even say like, no, actually, I would start Ben White.
Ben White.
Man said I was going mad when I said Ben White is very good.
And I would start Calafiori.
Calafiori, yeah. Okay,
start the season attacking.
Can you just explain to me why Benny Blanco and why Calafiori over Timber and Skelly?
This is not going to be a game where we need to be defensive. We need to break down Man United. Calafiori has an eye for goal. Ben White in the final third helps give Saka more space. I like Timber. Timber's elite 1v1. Miles Lewis Skelly is solid tucking in and helping out in the midfield, and also is good defensively. I think versus Liverpool, I would play Timber, Miles Lewis-Skelly. Versus Man United, versus Leeds, I would play Ben White and Calafiori.
Oh, so the teams that will have the lower block, you would say you'd go for Ben White and Calafiori, so they like keep that width kind of thing.
They'll help out in the final third a little bit more than Miles Lewis-Skelly can help get a goal. Timber can help get a goal on occasion, but I think Ben White and Calafiori are just a little bit better at scoring goals and getting assists.
I hear you.
Think about it. How many bangers did you see Calafiori score?
Yeah.
How many times have you seen Ben White get in the end of a chance to get an assist?
Yeah.
No, I hear it. And what's your thoughts with the young starlet? Because I had a conversation. Big up Hooks. Make sure you go and sub to halftime. Hooks. Yeah, we were talking about Max Dowman. He said he wanted to see Max Dowman start at Old Trafford. I think that's absolutely absurd. What's your thoughts on the young boy? What's your thoughts on Max Dowman?
Hooks, Lee Gunner, you guys all gotta chill, man. The guy's not playing until January.
He's putting man in that. What is he that category now? Hooks is over there now?
Basically, they're not gonna see Max until January, man. Just relax, get ready. The season's gonna start. I don't want to hear people saying play Max Dowman after every game. Like, you gotta chill out. We're gonna play the guy when it's time. He's not even 16 yet. He's still 15. I don't know if he's legally allowed to work yet. So we gotta chill.
No, he's not.
No, he can't. He ain't even got a national insurance number.
Can't get a boost.
So if the guy legally can't even work yet, what makes you think he's gonna play football for Arsenal?
Yeah, facts. That's what we were saying. It's crazy to say start him. He's saying, "Oh, he's the best player."
Oh, forget about start him. They're saying build a team around him.
Yeah. 15 is crazy. I know it's mad.
That's low. But
I heard Lee say play Saka on the left, play Max on the right. I'm like,
that's what Hook said though. Hook said play on the right.
I'm telling you, Hooks is hanging around with Lee too much, man.
Yeah. I told you, man. They're changing. They're slowly changing. They can't see it, but they're slowly changing. But big up Hooks every time.
By the end of the season, you'll see he'll be more negative than positive this year. YouTube changed them, man.
Not if we win. I feel like we're winning.
No, not if we win. If we win, he'll be shameless. If we win, he'll be shameless. He'll say, "I always backed Arteta."
Yeah. Hey, big up Hooks every time as well. Yeah, but I gotta say, like, when we're on this topic, it's like, for me, he's like, "Oh, you broke the trust." His whole thing is, "I'm backing you. You broke the trust. You have to gain it back." Meaning, what I gauge from that is, I want you out.
But who cheated on who?
Yeah. Well, I want you out. If you win, then I want you in. So he's literally.
That's like saying I want to dump you.
That's
like saying I want to dump you. That's like saying I want to dump you, but if you want to wife me, I'll stay. Like, what the fuck? What the hell?
Hey, trust me, he's gone mad. But yeah, man. What's that? Hour in, go through the chat, and then what? We call it there?
Yeah, man. I big up the chat, man. Listen.
Hey.
I can't lie, there's a lot of people watching the content, and listen,
I shared it.
So grateful. But we gotta make sure we're subbing to the channel, guys, man. Serious. Like, we gotta get the boys to 500. We're on a road to 1K. Listen, when you go into someone's house, you gotta have manners. Yeah, wipe your feet. So the same way you do that, make sure when you forward into the stream, make sure you like it. Make sure you sub to the guys. Make sure you sub to Egal. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Let's go.
Also, let us know if there's any rivals watching. I want to know if any rivals are lurking.
Let's go through the chat and then see if there's any rivals in it. See what they're saying.
Skills thinks Timber should start over White. Me personally, I love Benny Blanco.
Timber just picked up a knock. You want to be careful.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think just having both of them fit and having that option of which one to choose, that I think that is so underrated. Yeah, I think it's underrated in itself, because on their day, arguably they're the best right backs in the league. Arguably,
facts.
Now that Trent's gone,
both of them is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to have.
And you know what? It's actually like the first time in like a long time where you could say, "Raw, our first team, the first team to the second team is a bit of a drop off," but you could say, if Gyökeres needs a rest and Havertz needs to fit in for him, it's not a mad like replacement. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like this is the season where we've actually got competition. Who you talk to. Yeah.
Certain people cuss Calafiori. I seen people saying, I'm not even gonna get into it. I messaged the guy today. I told him, bro, I question your ball knowledge. You told me mascara shit. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Who?
Real Madrid fan, some guy.
Hey, listen. Go and send him to the shop.
Didn't come to him.
Tell him to go and buy some orange juice, the high concentrated one. Listen, I'm telling you, anyone who's not concentrating, tell them to go and get that one because he's not concentrating. Mascaras, he didn't even know what he's talking about. Anyway, let's keep going with the chat. Madawake people, do you know what? I think this is like quite a big topic. You know, I think this is probably going to be the biggest debate for Arsenal fan base. Is that who to start in that left wing position?
But not Eze starts. They both sit on the bench.
Yeah, no, of course. That's in an ideal world. Right now, we're not living there. Right now, we're living next door.
Martinelli, either way, tired legs. They're gonna rip up the defense.
It's a long day seeing Madueke coming off the bench. Oh my!
Imagine Martin. Yo, you guys know Cody Gakpo. He can't start for Liverpool every game. Same way Madueke or Martinelli not starting for us every game. We're gonna have a better attack than Liverpool next season if they don't go and get Isaac.
No, I heard that.
It's the shout. It's definitely a shout. If we get Eze as well.
Big up hyper protagonist. I wouldn't underestimate Man United. I don't think anyone's
I have them in fifth.
I don't think anyone's underestimating them, but they're not better than us, so we'll punch them up. Calm.
The fact that I don't think Cunha or Mbemo has even scored a goal in preseason.
They haven't looked.
They're not they ain't look like they're ticking over.
Guys,
they don't look like they're
just
gelling.
Because you add a lot of good quality players doesn't mean they all do the same thing. When a team is built around you, it's different to coming into a team where you have to be part of a squad.
Yeah, and it's not. Everyone's not looking at you to get them out of it. There's another 11 on the field that is just as good.
Yeah. Zaha to Palace to Man United. When he went to Man United, they're like, yo, what the hell? And then he went back to Palace and he still killed it. It's like there's just certain environments that suit players, certain environments that don't.
There's loads of them like that as well. Sorry, SB. Andy Carroll, Benteke, all these men get that big move and then it just don't materialize because they're the guy at the club everyone's looking out for. And once you go to that big club, there's 11 other stars.
That reminds me of? That reminds me of people saying, yo, Arsenal should just sign Chris Wood. He'll do a job. I'm like, shut the fuck up. There's standards. There is standards you have to have.
Yeah, facts.
Do you know what? Man United, like, I think that's what they think, like, just because they've signed quality, but they don't understand they crash a lot of Lamborghinis. Like, you can go through their history. They crash Bentleys.
Di Maria's the worst. Di Maria's the worst.
Listen, we can go through a list. Diego Forlan, Di Maria, flipping Alexis Sanchez, Falcao, Bastian Schweinsteiger. Like, we can go through the list. They're serial killers at Man United. They kill a lot of players. That's what they do. They go there and they kill players.
Sancho, I was told, is going to do better than Theo Walcott ever did. He couldn't even live up to his worst season.
It's crazy.
You know what's funny as well? Lastly, before we go, I always love watching that video back of Sancho and Saka, you know, in the England training camp, and he's got his hand over him and he's like, but how many goals did you score this season? See how that one's worked out? That's what they say, people. Yeah, if there's anything to leave you with, hard work beats talent all day.
When talent
all day,
that's facts, bro.
You guys have a good day. I gotta head off, man. I gotta go get water.
Yo, listen, thank you for coming on the stream, man. Proper appreciate you, my bro, man.
Listen, I want to see post-match reactions from the two of you every single game.
We're here.
Every single game. I want to see Premier League previews and reviews from you guys every single game.
If
you guys aren't prepared to put in the work, wallahi, don't waste your time.
Don't shout him again. No. Don't shout him again if you're not putting in work. I hear it. Listen, you're gonna see.
That's the realest thing I can tell you. I'm not gonna be an asshole. I'm just saying it on a real.
No, I like we respect it. But listen, you see when the season comes, you're gonna see that we're not just here playing about. We're here for. We're
I've
trying
seen
to.
A lot of people say they're doing YouTube, and after a couple of weeks, they get bored.
Listen, I promise you, if like we said, as soon as we start one video, we're gonna be consistent. We ain't taken a day off since.
And if you can't do a live stream, just do an upload.
A video. Yeah,
we
that's
got
what
you,
we
man.
do.
We've been active, man. Every day, Gal, man. Appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Alright.
love
Oh,
for
yeah,
coming
guys,
on
listen.
every time, Gal,
Hey,
man.
Gal, I big up Gal. Make sure you guys go and sub. I know you probably already subbed to his channel, but if you haven't, go and sub to his channel again, man. Appreciate you, Gal. Big up,
It's in
man.
the title, man.
No worries.
Big up,
And
big up.
guys, if I'm ever live, message me. I'll redirect to you guys. Cool.
Ah, my boy, man. Appreciate you. See that?
Hey,
Good
love
hearts,
it,
man.
Gal.
Clean hearts
Love.
only, man. Trust
You guys
me.
have a good
Appreciate
night,
it.
okay?
Hey,
Love,
have a good one, Gal. Love,
No
bro.
worries. Peace.
Hey, yo.
What we saying? Another episode of the catch up. Quick wrap up. Yeah? Is this what we're doing? Yeah? What's the time? All 10 o'clock. It don't matter what time it is, we're giving content. Yeah?
Every
Subscribe
day,
to my
man.
OnlyFans. No, I'm playing.
Yo. Hey, listen, the views by Catch are Catch and Catch alone, not from the catch up. Yeah, just know that.
I'm playing. But yeah, man, another episode, bro. Hey, a lit one.
Hey, we're grateful, man. Seriously, 36 people in there right now, man. So listen, big up everyone in here every single time, man. Love for forwarding on the content, making sure you're watching. Like, guys, I'm gonna keep screaming it from the heavens, man. We're on the road to 1,000 subs. We're trying to do it in record timing as well, because we know we got the littest community around us. We got the littest people in the chat. Listen, we're trying to run up them numbers ASAP, yeah? So make sure you guys are commenting, you're liking, you're subbing to the man them. We're going to keep putting that work in, and we're out, man. Appreciate you. Catch, my boy.
Another one. Back
Love.
when
Hey,
they
big
thought
up
there
the
weren't
chat,
going to
man.
be another one. Big up the chat every time.
Every time, man. Love.
Love.